Hey guys, so today I wanted to give you a little mini bookshelf tour, and sorry if the lighting is not that good. I'll try to fix it in editing, but this section of the room just doesn't get that much light, but I'll try to make it work. Before we jump into the bookshelf tour, I did want to give a few honorable mentions to some of the books that aren't on my bookshelf tour because I'm currently reading them or I just don't have enough room. First off is Edgar Allan Poe, The Complete Tales and Poems. And then the book that I'm hopefully doing a review on soon because I'm almost done with it, even though it is a little late, is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thornton. So before we hop into the books, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the little knickknacks I have on my shelves. On the very top section of the bookcase, there's not much. I have a seashell that I got in Washington. I have a Hunger Games pin. I have my CL in a cow suit keychain that was on my key ring for the longest, but the rubber bit that was holding it broke off. A little stone that I got from a flea market in like a week before she left for university years ago and gave me. I have 2 dice from one of the casinos out here. I have a Mario question mark block. I have a little teddy bear from I think when I was a little kid. I have this little crown pin that I think I got at like Disneyland one year. I have a little zombie vinyl figurine of the little girl from The Walking Dead that I got in my Loot Crate box one time. This is my old lantern that I don't use anymore. I have my little bobblehead Vision figurine that my friend got me for her birthday. And up here is a little bear keychain that I've had for years. His name is Coda. I have sunglasses, a picture of me and my 3 friends, a 2015 little keychain thing that I got when I graduated, my 2 little Gundams that I got from Anime Vegas out here, a couple movie tickets, and then my Grell figurine. Down on the second shelf I have a Harry Potter Slytherin patch, and then behind that I have my, I forgot the actual word for this, but let's just call it a giant mug from when I also graduated, and it has the year I graduated, my name, and the school, and inside it is just markers and stickers and a bracelet on top. Nothing crazy there. Here I have my little anime figurine. I don't unfortunately know what anime this is from because it was in one of those blind bags that you get at a convention, but it's still really cute regardless. This is a little Dalmatian jewelry box thing that I've had forever, and I think there's, like, as you can see, a couple pins in it, and that's it. And it does actually make music, but it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. And behind that I have a little wristband that's upside down. There we go. A little wristband thingy of Honey from Ouran High School Host Club. Then over here I have a teddy bear that I got when my great-grandma died. A little cute cake plushie, I want to say, that I also got at a convention here in Vegas. My little cute yellow derpy alpaca that I also got from a convention out here in Vegas. The dude from Street Fighter, I don't remember his name unfortunately, I'm sorry, but he's a little pop vinyl figurine that I got from a Loot Crate as well. And then behind him I have a little coffin that I actually designed myself. It's not the best, but I think it's really cute. Going to the shelf on the very bottom, there's not much knickknacks on here, but I do have a picture of me and my best friend from our 8th grade dance way back when. Hiding in the crevice of the shelf, I have a little monkey. Okay, so starting with the left side of the section of the top shelf, and sorry it's dark, like I said, the section in the room just doesn't get that much light, but I'll try my best. Freddie in Apparel, it's a Scholastic book Don't ask me why I have it. It's just a cute memory. Black Beauty, which is by Sterling. Anna and the Green Graples, which is also by Sterling. How to Kill a Monster by R.L. Stine. Love Goosebumps. Maximum Ride the Angel Experience by James Patterson. And no, I don't have the other books of these. I've been meaning to get them, but I still haven't even finished this one because, as you can see, it's a pretty big book. Code Orange by Caroline B. Cooney. This was a book I read in middle school that I still have, and it's actually really good. Going from the top here, I have Lisa Gardner Find Her, which I haven't read yet, but I'm very excited to read it. So I'll let you guys know how it goes when I do read it. Dictionary of Graphic Design and Designers by Thames and Hudson. Becoming a Graphic Designer by Stephen Heller and Chisa Ferdinand. And if you guys don't know, the reason why I have all these graphic design books is I am an inspiring graphic designer. Creativity for Graphic Design by Mark Olditch. Redesigning Identity by Catherine Fishnell. And then in this box here, I just have a bunch of letters and birthday cards from over the years. Moving on to the right section of my bookshelf. Perfect by Ellen Hopkins. This is actually my friend's book, but I haven't given it back to her yet because I'm actually really enjoying reading this. Crossword and word search puzzles. I know you're thinking this isn't a book, but I really do love crossword and word searches. So I just keep it up here. These are my clown cards from Cardcaptor Sakura. And then all this section is just completely photo albums from over the years. Moving on to the second shelf left-hand side. Maze Runner by James Dashner. Divergent by Veronica Roth. And now I don't have the second or third series of Divergent. Same with Maze Runner. I just haven't picked up the series yet because I haven't finished these books. And unfortunately, I saw the movies. Usually when I see the movie adaptation of a book, I'm less likely to read that book and or finish it, but I'm hoping to finish it at some point. First Love by James Patterson. Peak by Ronald Smith. This is another one of these books that I read in middle school, but definitely recommend reading. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Monster High by Lacey Harrison. Monster High 2, The Girl Next Door, also by Lacey Harrison. The complete series of The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Stranger Than Fiction by Chuck Palahniuk. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. Definitely one of the more interesting books I regret buying. If I Stay by Galle Forman. Homeroom Diaries by James Patterson. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Moving on to this section. Hogwarts Library, including all 3 books of The Tales of Beedle and the Bard, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Quidditch Through the Ages. Once Dead, Twice Shy by Kim Harrison. The complete series of Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. And underneath that are all yearbooks from middle school. Moving on to the last section of the second shelf. Code 13 by Dawn Brown. Thin Ice by Irene Hannon. Traces of Guilt and Eerie Blackwell Cold Case by Dean Harrison. Silenced by Danny Petrie. Leaving by Karen Kingsbury. The Chance by Karen Kingsbury. Moving on to the bottom shelf, it's a much more of a miscellaneous section. Up top, I have word searches, Sudoku, notebooks, a coloring book, my old last year planner. In this box, there are a bunch of knickknacks that I can't really display around my room because I don't have the room. And then on the bottom of it is a very old scrapbook that is completely unfinished. And finally, moving on to the last section of the bottom half of the shelf, an old journal from years ago. The first 4 are all my high school yearbooks: freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. My Reality, Contemporary Art, and the Culture of Japanese Animation. This I picked up in Washington for $1. Illuminating the Invisible by Tom Patty, Another book I also picked up in Washington and is a great study tool. Museum of Glass by Ray Turner. And finally, Leaving It Old School, Burning Up on Tour with the Jonas Brothers. I swear to God, I'm surprised I haven't got rid of this book yet. It is so old. Oh my. So that concludes my little mini bookshelf tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a like, a comment, and maybe subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Other than that, bye!